In this video, we're going to look at how you can build test cases using Microsoft Excel. There are a few things that you definitely want to capture in test scripts. We probably would want to do test case number. So this would be a unique number which uniquely identifies each test script. Then we'll have a test title. Then we'll have a test summary, steps, testing steps. We'll have a test data, expected results. We will have actual results, and we will have a status. So these are the columns. Now, the best way to learn how to do it would be, first of all, to format it correctly so it looks presentable. And the way to do it is maybe add a bold, since this is going to be the title. And then we'll do light background color here. And we're also going to highlight it. And we're going to use all borders here. So this would be our test cases. Typically, for the test case number, I'd like to use the category, and the category might be, for example, if we are testing in the browser, so this would be BR01, that would be the category. Let's say this is the mobile application that needs to be tested in the browser. This is HTML5 based application that could be tested in the browser on the mobile platform. So we have special scripts for Android, for PC, for iOS devices, and etc. So this is browser 01, and we would validate functionality in Android using Android devices, right? And here it might help us if we do multi-line. So the test summary would be, what are we gonna do? We would need to launch the application and validate login screen, right? This would be our summary for this. And again, here we probably might want to wrap text, and we can reformat it later. The key would be to fit it into the page. Make sure that you can print it and share it with other folks. Testing steps might be multi-step execution. So, for example, in step 1, you would launch the browser. Step 2 might be navigate to predefined URL, and this is again, the validation that would be done on the Android device. So we will have developers giving you a URL for this execution, and as a tester you would navigate to the predefined URL and make sure that application shows up, and you will see the login screen, and you will be able to enter your user ID and password information. And the success results of this would be user login into the application and being able to see the data in the home page or front screen or whatever comes after the login page on the mobile device, and this renders correctly. So the second step is to navigate to predefined URL. Third step would be enter login credentials. Fourth step would be validate the correct appearance of the home page. So these are the testing steps. So what would be the test data for us? At the minimum, we would need a test data for user ID, which let's say equals administrator, or could be vadim.m or something else that you would decide here, and the password, which could be welcome 33. Right, so expected result, this is where we populate what are we expecting here. This is useful if your expected results is different from actual results, because a lot of things could go wrong. So for example, expected result at the end of this script would be validate that home page renders correctly and all the application options are displayed and clickable for the user. So the caveat here might be that based on your login credentials, you may not have permissions to access all of the application features. But if you look at expected results based on user's security profile, based on user security profile, you should see some options and screen features that might be available based on your security profile. Actual results is populated either as expected, or this is something that might be different, and this is where you would put in another example might be couldn't log in using credentials provided. Right, so this would be either or another option might be something going wrong. User cannot access options that should be available based on the security profile. So it's 3 different options. 1 would be as expected, 2 could be couldn't logging, and 3 would be this. And they can't all be together, so you would have to pick one. I'm just showing this to you as an example. So I'm going to delete number 1 and 2. And then the status would be passed or failed. Passed or failed. A lot of times what I'd like to do, do 1 for passed and 0 for failed, or vice versa, 0 for passed and 1 for failed. This way you can always use Excel's sum function and calculate the total, so you know how many total test scripts you have, and you can quickly calculate how many passed and how many failed. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.